Hello and welcome to this. I'm ranting my way through life, and today we are going to be doing this Myers-Briggs test. You probably heard about it, and we're going to be taking it on the 16 Personalities website. I've taken this test before. I've taken it a few times, and I'm interested to see what I get at this point, and I'm not going to say what I normally get right now. So I'm not going to show the whole test, just like what questions I have commentary on, probably. And as usual, my cats are being insane in the background. It's fine. Anyway, take the test. Find it difficult to introduce yourself to other people. That, already, it depends on the scenario, you know? Like, it depends on where I am, like, how I'm feeling, you know? So I guess I'm gonna put slightly agree. This one too, you try and respond to your emails as soon as possible and cannot stand a messy inbox. Like, I can't stand a messy inbox, but also I get really anxious about replying to emails. So I guess I'll put somewhat agree. Well, this one, you do not mind being at the center of attention. I guess I'll put slightly disagree. I don't know. Because, I mean, on the one hand, I don't really like being in the center of attention. On the other hand, I am posting videos to the internet for people to watch. So, I don't know. Consider yourself more practical than creative. I feel like I'm in between practical and creative. So I'm gonna try to not do too many that are neutral, because I know that the more neutral you do, the like harder it is for it to like give you an accurate response. So you have to try at least to go at least a little bit one way or the other, but like on some things I'm like, I don't care. And that is probably why I get different results every time I take this. Well, not every time. Truth should be more important than people's sensitivities. Slightly agree, yeah. Like, I care about people's sensitivities, and I'm not gonna, like, be mean about it, but also, if you engage in an argument and then people tell you the factual truth and it upsets you, that's your problem. Sorry. You rarely worry about how your actions affect other people. Absolutely disagree. I worry too much about how my actions will affect other people. That's why the previous one isn't fully agree, because I'm like, even though I care about the truth and I want people to recognize the truth, I'm also like, I don't want to make people upset. You often contemplate the reasons for human existence. Gotta love that, them existential crises. Yee. See, this one's interesting. You often take initiative in social situations. I'm thinking of like, there have been times when I'm like with a group of friends and they're more awkward and like uncomfortable with talking to people than I am, and so I take up the initiative to go talk to the person if it absolutely needs to be done. So I'm generally like an independent person, but I'll be a leader if I have to be. That's kind of how I am. So I wouldn't say often, but sometimes I've been known to take initiative in social situations. Oh, we're done! Mediator! INFP. Mediator. So mind, this trait determines how we interact with our environment. Extroverted versus introverted. So something interesting about introvert versus extrovert is that people often think that introvert means shy, doesn't want to talk to people, awkward, uncomfortable, doesn't like people, just antisocial more than asocial, or like just awkward and shy and wants to stay at home all the time, blah blah blah. And extrovert means like life of the party, wants all the friends, talks to everybody, super comfortable in all social situations, blah 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 blah. That's not true. Introvert means that you gain your energy from being alone, and being around people takes away your energy. And extrovert is the opposite. Being around people gives you energy, and being alone takes away your energy. So an introverted person can be extremely social and extremely talkative and like not shy at all, not socially awkward at all, whatever. It's just that being in those social situations drains their energy, and they have to like go home and be alone for a while to regain the energy. And an extroverted person could be completely antisocial, hates people, doesn't want to be around people, but like they have to be So usually that kind of extroverted person, the like socially awkward person, they prefer small group events with people that they know really well, because then that can regain their energy but not overwhelm them. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Like, introvert versus extrovert is not shy versus social. Like, it's not that simple. It's actually simple in a different way. It's just how you regain your energy. Anyway, so, energy. This trait shows where we direct our mental energy. I've said energy a lot in the last 2 minutes. So, intuitive versus observant. I can't remember what these ones mean. These other ones, I can't really remember what they mean. But what's interesting is these first two, like how I said at the beginning, I get different results like all the time. These first two are always the same. I'm always IN. So there's 4 different ones that start with IN. And I flip-flop between all 4 of them all the time. Well, I want to look at the other ones that I sometimes get. I get the logistician a lot. A lot. So, it's funny. It's in a completely different section on here. Analysts and diplomats. Do I get any of the sentinels? Nope, I am not at all a sentinel because that's an S. And an explorer, they're also S's. So, I'm either an analyst? Why does that word always mess me up? Analyst or a diplomat? Because I have gotten INFJ before. I used to get INFJ a lot, but I haven't gotten INFJ in a long time. That particular combination. But INFP and INTP, and then INTJ sometimes, I think I've gotten that. But I think for the most part I'm INTP and INFP. Okay. Well, that was fun. Mostly I just wanted to talk about how like introvert and extrovert are different, but like not in the way that people think that they are. And also I mean, the Myers-Briggs test, I think that it's a good way to figure out a little bit more of who you are, but also it shouldn't be the end-all be-all, because there's a few people that I've talked to who said that depending on where they're at in their life, what they're doing, what they're thinking, how they're feeling, whatever, they get a different result. So I don't think that it should be the end-all be-all of everything. I think that it's more indicative of who you are than like astrological sign is, or maybe other personality tests that only have a few potential results. Like this has 16 different potential results. So I feel like it's a little bit more accurate than other personality tests, or like personality distinctions that only have like 4 options, like for example Hogwarts houses. This is probably more indicative of your whole personality than something like that is. But just the same, it's all based on how you perceive yourself and how you're feeling in the moment that you take the test. So take it with a grain of salt. Like I said, of all the things that I've looked at for different personality crap, this is probably the most accurate, but it's also not gonna be 100% accurate. It's not always gonna be right. It's gonna be dependent on how you're feeling in the time. So, at any rate, I hope you enjoyed this I is for Introvert video. Click that like button, hit the subscribe button, do the things. There you go. Bye, friends!